Hello my friends, it's Mary Pasco. Yo, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my Living in LA vlog. We've got the boyfriend here, aka the Beyonce, which is a step before fiance, Beyonce.
Yes.
We're on our way to Target, gonna go do some shopping. We are obsessed with Target, not sponsored, just obsessed.
She is more than me.
I'm obsessed. And today we thought we would talk a little bit about what it's like to put together shows here in LA, because we have both done so, me with music and comedy and Ryan with DJing. So we got a lot of fun info and insider secrets and pet peeves to talk about. So let's do this. Get a snack or something and hang out with us. First things first, if you want to put together shows in LA, make sure you're just doing it because you want to, just for the love of the music or the comedy or whatever it is, and do not expect to make money because, well, let's be honest, there are tons and tons and tons of shows out there, and in LA, like,
There's never a dull moment.
There's never a dull moment. It's a supply and demand thing. This is where everybody who wants to be an entertainer comes to live, either here or New York. And most of us are willing to do it for free just because we love it so much. So places are really probably not gonna pay you. You might be able to work out some kind of if we sell over a certain amount, we get a little small portion of the profits at the bar. That's what Ryan usually does.
Yeah, striking up a deal with the bar. Just ask for like the slowest night. What do they do? See if they're interested in a music night, and you bring business to them, and in turn, if it's a good night, you can probably get something out of it. Maybe a weekly, monthly. Also, spacing it out is also good too. Like maybe a monthly gig would be good, and if you want to shorten it down to something more frequent, then whatever works. But yeah, like she said, don't expect money. You're probably gonna spend money in some cases. But
you're gonna definitely spend money.
at least you will be able to do the thing, because there's others that are still not quite at that point yet, and it's
And if you're in charge, you get to decide how much stage time you give yourself.
Don't give yourself too much stage time. You need others. That's how things are built, is with the help of others.
Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, definitely always think about what's best for the show, and you can't go wrong as long as you're thinking about, not just yourself. But hey, it is speaking especially just for myself, I love putting on my own shows for the main point of giving myself the stage time that I want and not having to be like scammed by all these horrible, listen, let's get into it. Let's get real. There are a lot of scammers.
Is there like a ring for the, let's get real?
Yeah.
Do you play that? Like,
on the podcast, on Mary Gets It, I do a ding. Check out Mary Gets It here on YouTube, also on iTunes/Apple Podcasts. We have a segment called Let's Get Real, and we're gonna get real right now. Listen, there are these things called bringer shows and bringer producers where they tell you have to bring 10 people in order to perform, and that's a scam. And don't do it. Only do it if you want to be scammed. Like, I've done a few of them. I have fallen for it many times. Even at the world famous Comedy Store, they have bringer shows and they're scams. And if for some reason your people don't show up, listen, this happened to me at the Comedy Store. My people just didn't make it, and they didn't let me perform, and the guy bad-mouthed me on stage, and it was disgusting. And just for the record, when they booked me for that Comedy Store show, their exact wording in the email was, All we ask is that you promote the show as much as you can. It did not say I had to bring a certain amount of people. So that was a double scam. What you will have to watch out for when you put on your shows is there are a lot of flaky people and there are a lot of divas, and they will complain that your equipment isn't up to par, but you know what? If they are so specific about equipment, they should just bring their own, because come on. That happened to me once. Someone I didn't even know begged to be on my show, and then she complained about my equipment.
Communication is key, so just let it be known like what it is that's going to be dealt with. Like, if this is the equipment we have, deal with it. You know? Not everyone has the top-notch stuff, and you know what? All these things get the job done. You don't need the most expensive thing out there. If it gets the job done, as long as whatever's working and gets the message out, then yeah, that's what's important, is getting that message out.
Yeah, if you have the talent, it really doesn't matter what equipment you use. Of course, better equipment makes things sound better, but if you are relying that much on thousands of dollars worth of microphone, then you can't sing. Let's be honest.
There's always learning opportunity.
Here's a story. I was booking a comedy show, and this gentleman, who first of all, he did beg me to be on the show, but you know what? I thought he was actually very talented, so I was happy to have him. Day of, he tells me he can't make the show. He just has to drop out. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I rearranged some things. And then he texts me during the show and says, can I still come and perform? And I had already rearranged everything. So out of the goodness of my heart and for the goodness of the show, because this guy did have some talent, I gave him half of my own personal stage time. And I don't think he ever thanked me or apologized. But whatever. He was funny. It was a good show. And I performed like the following week in the same place, so it didn't even matter that I didn't have as much stage time. It's all good. When you're putting up your own shows, you can perform all the time. But like Ryan was saying, a monthly is actually good because then you can get more people to come. Supply and demand.
Yeah, and then, you know, you don't stress yourself out on having to constantly keep getting the word out there. If you can do it weekly, cool. Every 2 weeks, cool. Monthly, cool. I mean, as long as, you know, doesn't turn so stressful to where you don't enjoy it, then, you know, that can be always a buzzkill right there.
That is the key. If you start to get too stressed out and stop enjoying it, either take a break or just quit altogether. I am in the midst of a nice long break from producing shows because it was just really stressful and I just wanted a break. And it's okay. And, you know, nobody is mad at me for it. It's all good. Someday I will do it again. But right now I'm just enjoying going to Ryan's stuff and making YouTube videos and podcasts and etc. So, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you have any specific questions, leave them in the comments and we will be happy to answer them. We love you so much. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, and being my best friend. And Ryan's good friend. Have a great day and hope to see you sometime at a show. And we will be happy to come and support your events if we can as well.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Go out and support others too. You know, if you're doing your own thing, I mean, how is anyone else gonna know? So you might as well just be friends with everyone else in the neighborhood and, you know, see what they're doing. Give them a night of your attention, because it'd be nice to have a night to where you're getting some of the attention as well. But don't go expecting that, you know, these folks are gonna come to your show just because you show up.
Right.
Do it because you want to, and you never know. You can make friends. You guys can network. We're all in the same city. We're all doing the same thing. We're all gonna run into each other. So, you know, might as well play nice.
Yeah. Have fun. Network. Networking is really just making friends. It's awesome.
Networking is what helped us, you know, get to where we are. Because, you know, one way or another, we can't do it all by ourselves. Anyone that's gotten anywhere hasn't done it all by themselves. There's some help along the way.
Check out my podcast entitled The One Man Team Trap for more information. Link in description. We love you. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Deuces.
Bye.
Thank you.